Hello guys, once again a very big welcome to Pinax TV. So yesterday we had the Oscars. And yesterday's Oscars apparently was the 94th Academy Awards ceremony, which was presented by the Academy of Motion Picture and Arts of Science. And obviously it is here to honor the best films released between March 1st and December 31st, 2022. Yesterday it was hosted, and yesterday was March 27th, 2022. But then what went on in the events of the Oscars have overturned perhaps the good part of it, and one of the main center issues which is currently trending on Twitter globally, and also on all social media handles or all social media platforms, talking about Instagram, Facebook, Google, every place is trending, is Will Smith smacking the hell out of Chris Rock on stage. This couldn't have got any messier. Apparently, it all started when Chris Rock presumably poked a joke at Will Smith's wife, and that did not go on well with Will Smith. We'll play the video for you in a bit, but then people are asking, was it just perhaps one of the stunts, or if this is real? The information we are getting from the board indicates that this was real. And the big question is, how could someone have done this, or perhaps smacked the hell out of the fellow colleague on live stage and still got away with it? In fact, he even won awards. Before we give you an excerpt of the video, I'd like to give a little bit of details of what happened. So yesterday, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face on stage at the Oscars after the comic made a joke about the actor's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada can't wait for the G.I. Jane 2, he said, in an apparent reference to a shaved hairdo, which is a result of the hair loss condition alopecia. Or alopecia. Forgive me if I didn't get the word right. Apparently, Jada Pinkett Smith had come out earlier to let the world know perhaps she had to shave her hair due to a condition that she was suffering from, and this condition made her shave her hair. I mean, she did a live video explaining what it is and how this perhaps sickness or health issue has turned out to be a new fashion sensation that she's taking on by going bald. So that was exactly what Chris Rock poked fun at Will Smith's wife for. And you realize that initially Will Smith was just laughing, but everybody in the room was laughing except Jada Pinkett Smith. And that was when Will Smith realized, no man, I may have laughed at this joke. If everybody might have laughed, the husband shouldn't have laughed. So that was when things got a little bit messier, and Chris Rock perhaps was just standing there. All of a sudden, we saw Will Smith just walking up to the stage. Apparently, we just thought it was just going to be one of those theatrical performances on stage, but trust me, we didn't anticipate this. The hell broke out, and then Chris Rock received a slap from Will Smith. So this was it. Before I show you the video, Smith walked on stage and struck Rock before returning to his seat and shouting, "Keep my wife's name out of your F mouth." He later apologized on stage. "I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees," he said during a tearful acceptance speech for the Best Actor. The star picked up the first Oscar of his career for playing the father of a tennis legend, Venus and Serena Williams, in King Richard. So enough of the talk. Let's have an excerpt of what really happened. After that, we'll give you more details as to where this is going, if Chris Rock is going to file perhaps police case citing abuse or something, and perhaps Will Smith's apology, if there will be any. Obviously, there are people supporting Will Smith on that. Let's have a look at this video.
Who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So, guys, apparently that was the video. You were shocked as I am, but regardless, people are saying that doesn't give you any justification to treat a fellow colleague like that. Now, the big question people are asking is, this was a black-on-black assault. A black actor, Will Smith, legendary, of course, no doubt, beating the shit out. I don't want to curse here. I mean, smacking his fellow colleague actor. Chris Rock also happens to be one of the legendary stand-up comedians till date. I mean, he's in the same league with Dave Chappelle and others. I mean, this guy is a legend. He's been acting since. So apparently, all these people are legend. But the joke that he said, perhaps somebody would say it went too far. You can make jokes about everything, but when you go to an extent or an extra mile of using people's sickness to or their inability to perhaps poke fun of them, people think, that is too far. I'm not taking sides here, but that is most of the comments which is coming on Twitter now. This was what really happened afterwards. Now the star picked up after he picked up his first awards or first Oscar awards of his career. As I said, apparently after he played the father of tennis legend Venus and Serena Williams in King Richard, he said, quote, "Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams, but love will make you do crazy things." Apparently, he was saying this in reference to his reaction on Oscars after slapping or abusing his fellow colleague, if I'm going to put it that way. Now, the comedian Chris Rock looked stunned in the immediate aftermath of the event, but told the audience that was the greatest night in the history of television. Big ups, man. He really tried to show maturity there. Now, the Los Angeles Police Department told a local news outlet today that Rock had declined to file a police report following the event. The Academy of Motion Picture and Arts and Science, which organized the Oscars, tweeted that it does not condone violence on their platform. Here in the Dolby Studio The Road in Los Angeles, there was a shocked reaction from journalists to Smith's run-in with Rock. Reporters had been talking in a traditional backstage press conference where the winners come to answer questions about delivering their acceptance speeches. But attention turned to our overhead screens, what was going on at the ceremony, as it became clear something serious was kicking off. At first, it seemed like a joke or some kind of setup. Smith even appeared to laugh at first after Rock delivered his line about his wife looking like G.I. Jane. Jada looked annoyed, but at the point it was still assumed this was all part of some kind of pre-planned routine. Doubts began to creep in when Smith rose from his seat and hit Rock on stage. Of course, both of these guys are veterans of the films and television and will know how to carry out a fake stage slap, except everyone was starting to think it did not look that fake. It did not really look that fake. By that time, Smith was sitting back in his seat and shouting to Rock, "Keep my wife's name out of your F mouth." It was clear that was no sketch. A professional like Smith would have known better to drop the F-bomb on stage during the live TV broadcast. Viewers at home didn't hear the swearing. Broadcast network ABC had cut the live feed to avoid offending viewers at home. Throughout the altercation, there was complete silence in the winners' room. Academy staffers looked just as shocked as journalists did. "I thought they were doing a bit," one of the colleagues said. Rock, meanwhile, looked very shaken, but realizing he did made Oscars history, he made light on the situation, comments that was the greatest night in the history of television. Much like previous Oscars, they were defined by the viral moments such as Ellen Group selfie or the best winner mess up in 2017. This will now forever be the Oscars where Will Smith punched Chris Rock. Now, Pinkett Smith first talked about his hair loss struggle, as we said this earlier on. So currently, this is what is going on. we are looking at all of these events. Honestly, this was not cool. We'll give you more updates as all of these awful events continue to unfold. Thanks.